Hey guys, and welcome back to our Minecraft 1.15.2 Let's Play series, and today it's all about villagers, and specifically the breeding of villagers, and then the sorting and storing of villagers after that, as well as a little bit of transportation of villagers as well. So yeah, all things villagers. That's the theme today. As you can see behind me, we've got our little facility here. It's kind of like a prison. I mean, we've got our Pirate Island theme going on here. Every Pirate Island needs a bit of a prison, right? So that's what we're looking at here today. Now what I'm going to do is jump into spectator mode and show you around the villager breeder and the sorting system a little bit better. Alright guys, so this is the facility we have right now for breeding our villagers. A full block by block tutorial on how to build this villager breeder will be down in the video description, but for now we can jump inside and you can kind of see the theory behind it. This will probably be enough for some of you, but if not, check out that video. I'll either put it in the description or the comments. We have here farmer villagers. They're going to farm this land right here and feed each other so they all have a full inventory of food, and that's when they will breed. They can see the beds here. We've got 6 beds in here in total, and they'll breed and make baby villagers. The baby villagers can get in this gap right here and this one here too, and they always do. You never get them trapped in here unless you shut the trapdoors to sort of keep them in here on purpose. That way you can start with just 2 of these farmers and then trap the first 2 babies, which is what I did, to get your 4 to do the breeding. So they fall down here, they get put into this water system here and fall all the way down and end up here, and as you can see we've got quite a few grown-ups going on here. Now, I believe it was the last episode, or the episode before maybe, I talked about getting villagers into minecarts and how you can do that. We're going to see this a little bit better in just a second, but that's the system. They come through to here, and in here we're going to go through this in just a sec as well, but this is where we choose their profession. So that's the setup on this island. I'll now show you in action, so you can copy this at home if you want to. So essentially guys, the villagers are pushed with the water stream down into this corner right here. You make sure they're all adults so you don't pick up any babies, and you put the minecart down like this, picks up your villager. There he goes. He's going to go into this little sorting system here. There he is. And in we go here. And he gets in through here. And because of the glass block, basically he won't take any damage. And from here we can choose a profession. So we can go ahead and set a lectern down, I should say, just here. And if we like this trade, 24 paper for emeralds, we can keep him. Of course, if we don't like it, we can get rid of it. And you can do this with any workstation, of course, if you want to try and choose different professions for them. This is a pretty decent one, I suppose. We're going to actually get their trades down anyway, eventually, by turning them into zombie villagers and then curing them again. But I'm just going to try and find like a good trade to get. Essentially, though, once you have a good trade, you flick this lever, and he's now going to go out this way and off in that direction, which I'll come on to in a second. We're not just going to put them in the water, don't worry. If you do forget, however, there's a failsafe. So if you forget to do this before you flick this button, there's a powered rail just under him there, which will shoot him off. But if it's still facing that way, if we go have a look over here, I'll show you guys what will happen. Essentially, there's a detector rail here with a powered rail there. Now it means that if you're going this way, the detector rail will detect the minecart and power this to shoot the villager through. If it comes the other way though, it will act as a brake and it will stop him right there, and then we simply push him back through, and it's not too far to go. And in fact, I'll just give you a visual demonstration of that really quickly. So there he is. We've accidentally forgot to flick the lever. He's gone off the wrong way, and he gets stuck just through here on that powered rail, and we just push him back like this. It's a little bit of a faff, but he will go back through and end up where he's supposed to be, which is back in position here, and then we just give him a little nudge like that. So you can put in the chest here all of the workstations if you want, so that each time you convert them into whatever trade you want, you've got them all there. And then we're heading off this way. So what I'll do now is show you guys where we are heading with our villagers. So if we go up here, here we go. We got a little area right here marked out. So let's just get up here a little bit better vantage point. So this terracotta here is just marking the area that we're going to build it in. I wanted it to be reasonably central to this area because we're going to be building the village around it. So if you ever want to move these villagers off into a specific hut, it'll be a lot easier and quicker to do that from here. So essentially, each one of these represents a villager. So we're going to have villagers all in a line like this and all in a line like that. Now what I'll do in a second is go through how each sort of individual component works, and then we'll build the full thing and take a look at it stage by stage as we go through. So let me get on with getting a little bit of stuff built off camera, and then we'll come back and look at the system in action. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've been doing a little bit of building here off camera, and we essentially have one side of our villager hall built. So there's going to be villagers in behind all of these lecterns here. You could make these any workstation you want, of course. I'm using lecterns because I figured there's two advantages. One, I get a lot of books that I can trade for, which is always useful to get all my enchants how I want them. But also then it means they're all going to take paper for emeralds, and I can use that to my advantage by just having one massive sugarcane farm rather than needing lots of different types of farm. But obviously you can do these however you want, and in the future I may add or change some of them around. Now you'll see up here we've got a bit of a rail going off, so that's now been connected up. It is not going to look like this eventually. I'm just going to run off this way to show you how it connects up. So we're going to have these pillars and things, and there's going to be a roof to it and lights and all that sort of stuff. Also, I'm not going to power the powered rails like this because it looks rubbish. This is really just to test the system to get us started. So essentially, if we go down here, we can power this, and oh, am I not? Oh, my light just broken. Aha. Okay, I just trampled some crops, that's alright. But what we're going to do is send our villager on his way and check that everything's working as it should do. Now, there is a full tutorial on this down in the video description. As I say, I'm using Logical Geek Boy's design. It's a fantastic tutorial, so do check it out if you're interested in building it. I'm just going to showcase it a little bit here today. So, we got 24 for emeralds right now, and an Aqua Affinity book is quite useful. I quite like that. So really I should trade with him to make sure I keep it. So what we're going to do is head over here, and I do have a bit of sugarcane. No, I don't. I moved it. Okay, you know what? We'll trade with him in a second. The main thing is I want to test that this works. So get that facing the right way, send him on his way. Does it work? This is the bit I'm worried about, whether he's got enough to get up there. Yes, he does. All right, cool. Oh, yeah. Just remembered my elytra's broke, so this is going to take us a second. But essentially, if all goes to plan, he's going to end up back over in the villager area there in the first little compartment. And then I'll show you how that's going to work. Alright guys, well it has worked. You'll notice that light is no longer on. So the light being on means the space is vacant. When it goes off, it means it is occupied. There he is right there in front of the lectern with the same trades as before. Very good. So I must have some sugarcane in the chest here. And at the moment, this minecart just rolls off here. So there's the system there. It just flies off the end. But what I'm going to do now is just hop into spectator mode and show you how this works a little bit better. And then we'll move on with some other stages we need to do to complete this farm. Alrighty, so here's the rail the villagers will come along. They will come down like this. And the next free booth that they'll hit is this one right here. This here being an activator rail. When they hit that, the mob will eject, and the mob in the minecart will always eject to the right, which is why you'll end up in there. Now, if we come to the side here, you can see a little bit better what's going on. But essentially, he'll hit a piece of string that's placed on top of the observer here, or in front of, I should say, powers the observer, which pulls the piston back, drops the villager down into place here, and we're ready to trade with them. It also flicks this piston here to take the redstone block up, meaning the activator block is no longer powered, so the next villager will go to the next booth, and also the light turns off. Now, as I say, I'm not doing a full tutorial on this because this is not my design. There will be a link in the description for those who want it. But yeah, this is essentially the design, right? And here's the redstone along the back. You can see it's not too complicated. It's pretty good. Now I need to hop into survival to show you how the rest of this is going to work. All right, guys. So the next stage, what we got here, some name tags, and what we're going to do with these. We need to name. We're going to get a couple of zombies in so that we can basically keep transferring the villagers from normal villagers into zombie villagers, cure them, and then we are good to go. So what I'm going to do is, I said I got a couple of super chats recently, so we're going to name the zombies after the people who gave me super chats. So that's your thank you. You get named as a zombie in my world. Not sure if you wanted that or not, but hey, you've got it now. You're going to be zombies. So that's how that's going to work. Now it's turning night time, which is quite useful, and I'll show you the setup I've got to get the zombies in place. If we go down here. So basically, we're going to trap them in this water here. As long as we ender pearls on me, I'll be fine. We'll go down in here. The zombie will be down here like this, and then I can simply ender pearl out. And yeah, all will be good in the world. The zombie will be trapped down there forever. I've blocked him in on that end, and then I can block this end in once he's in place. Now what I can do is, using the lever here, I can lower this villager down. He'll get attacked by the zombie, and I simply raise him back up, and we're good to go. Now, before I do this, though, I need to make sure I've got everything on me here. So I've got my spider eyes. Now, somewhere I should have... I'll keep the golden apple over here for a second. I've got brown mushrooms somewhere, so I'm going to get those. And also, we're going to need a bit of sugar as well. Oh, we got more spider eyes. Okay, that's good. I didn't actually know I had that many. That's actually quite useful. I'm going to need a lot of them. So let me just get all this stuff together a second, and then we'll do it on... Oh, wait, I do have them here. That was really confusing me. I was like, I'm sure I had them. So we put a brewing stand down here. Yeah, okay, so we got that. So we need a bit of sugar here, so let's just grab a few of those and just grab some fermented spider eyes. We're going to need some glass bottles as well. Now, I do have a lot of glass down in this area. Yep, so it's all sort of coming together. So let's fill this up here. Yeah, okay, my inventory's a bit full. That's definitely a problem I'm having. My inventory's just getting crazy full. I'll grab all that stuff later. Also, I keep getting these wandering villagers that are actually quite annoying. They never give me any good trades. But if we put the fermented spider eye in here, we just need to grab some blaze powder. If I put it in the right place to power this thing. There we go. So I believe this is now going to work. Now, while that's working, I want to try and get a zombie, name him, and trap him down in here. So, yeah, the first thing is to find a zombie. So let's see how we go about that. Okay, no luck on the zombies yet, but my potion of weakness are done. All we need to do now is add the gunpowder, so they'll turn into the splash potions of weakness. We definitely want them to be splash potions of weakness, because we're not drinking them. We don't want that to affect ourselves. Yeah, I need to find a zombie still, and we're going to lure him into our little trap there. And this system does ensure, by the way, that the zombie is protected from sunlight, so it will not burn during the daytime. But obviously, you want to find it during the nighttime, because obviously that's when they spawn, and they'll be burning up if it's day. So yeah, still on the zombie hunt. Oh, there he is! Oh, wow, that's in such good position. Oh, that's so useful. Okay, all right, come this way. So it doesn't matter if he gets a couple hits on me. It's a little bit of friendly fire, so we're going to get him into here. It shouldn't be too difficult, because... Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, my goodness, I was sure he was going to blow up. How did he not? Oh, my goodness. Alright, my heart was in my mouth there, because it's going to blow, like, all that red stuff up. Okay, I'm definitely having a creeper problem so far in this world. Some of you who saw my earlier episodes will know this, that I basically had an issue where a creeper blew up my chests early game. And then another creeper came along and blew up all my items. It was absolutely terrible. So yeah, I need to get on with lighting up this island. I was like, well, I won't do it just yet because I need a zombie. Now, there is a zombie in there trapped, so I think we're okay. That was just a very scary moment. But yeah, so now that he's in there, let's see. It looks like Famkey's going to be the first. It's a striking resemblance to Famkey, actually. She definitely looks a little bit like him. So there we go. You are in there, Famkey. Ryan, you're going to be on the other side, over on this one. Obviously, we're going to recreate this entire thing over here. And I will be doing that this episode, so don't worry. You're going to get in there the same episode. Now, let's sleep, because I'm getting scared that I'm going to die. And death by creeper or something to blow up all my hard work would be very sad. Eventually, this is going to be in a building as well, I should mention. At the moment, it's out in the open, of course, but it will be in a building. Now, let's free up some space here. I can sort all this stuff out later. But for now, here's what we want. Splash potions of weakness and a golden apple. Thank you. And we'll take that out as well for good measure. All right, cool. Now. What was I doing? So, did I trap him in? That creeper just spun me out. Okay, so I didn't trap him in totally, did I? I need to get more of you placed in here. Yeah, okay, cool. And we'll get rid of that water because we don't need it. And I'll do the tidy up in a little bit. But here we go. So, there's the zombie. There's Famkey, named and shamed. And obviously the reason we're doing this curing thing is to get lower trades. So right now, here's the trades. So 9 emeralds will get... Wait, what? Oh, he changed his trades. Oh, dang. He changed his trades. Yeah, that's kind of bad. But I'll keep him for now for the demonstration purposes, alright? So, down he goes. Oh, please say he's going to get attacked. Oh, there we go. He's getting attacked. Okay, good. So, very shortly, he'll be as... Oh, is he a zombie now? No? Yeah, I can't see. No. Turn him into a zombie, damn it. I think the zombie's fixated on me. I think that's the issue, actually. Because it was already looking at me, trying to kill me at the time that I trapped it, right? Oh, my goodness. Now there's a skeleton. I tell you guys, I have to get this area lit up. Look at what the heck. Let me take care of this a sec. Okay, we're coming into landing after flying quite far away. I was having some difficulty with the zombie. I don't know how much of that I'm going to edit out. But it looks like it works. We now have a zombie villager. And what I'm going to do is turn my hostile creatures off. And then I'm going to look around and make sure there's no creepers behind me that are going to really screw me over here. Okay, so I think we are good. So now we just need to cure the zombie villager. So, splash potion of weakness. So I want to make sure this is going to get him. I think it's going to be fine if we aim up there. There we go. And give him a golden apple. So, for those who don't know, the splash potion of weakness, you just you make it by the means that I showed you earlier in this game. You right-click with a splash potion of weakness to throw it, and it will hit the zombie. It's hit me as well because it's a splash potion. I guess I didn't aim it too well. Then you right-click the zombie with a golden apple. The golden apple is created by having just a normal apple surrounded by gold ingots. So essentially 8 gold ingots in a crafting bench. 8 around here with an apple in the middle. Just for those who didn't know. Now, it's going to take a little bit of time, but then he's going to turn back into a normal villager, and we should have the joys of lower trades. So let's see what we end up with here. Alrighty, guys, the villager has been transformed, and we got the achievement there, so that's pretty cool. Now, let's see what his trades are looking like right now. Okay, you can see there, it's, wow. So there's normally 31 emeralds to get Smite 5. That's pretty good. It's gone down to 9, and then just 3 for a bookshelf. Now, these trades are kind of messed up, just because I messed up in the beginning because I didn't trade with him. Now, that's really good, actually. Like, Smite 5 is pretty good, but I don't know if it's quite what I'm looking for. I really want a paper trade. So what we can actually do is, sorry, dude, to put you through this again, but Famkey is going to attack you again. We're going to have to fly away again. Okay, but basically the point is you can put them through this process as many times as you like, and you'll get better trades each time. But I think, and we're going to test this out together, so I could be wrong, let's find out. But because I haven't locked his trades, oh, he's being attacked now. Okay, so he kind of, sometimes you'll hit him, sometimes you won't. He is still trying to get me. Anyway, maybe if I just build a wall, if you can't see me, that might work. Let's see if that works. But yeah, you can flip this lever and put them down as many times as you like, and keep obviously lessening the trades, as I say. And in our case, I think it will also give us a different set of trades. I'm going to fly away, come back, we'll go through the process again. Let's see if this changes their trade or not. Alrighty, the zombie did get him again, but last time he turned into just like a normal zombie villager. This time, he still looks like a librarian, so I think he might keep his trade. But as I say, we're going to find this out together. So what I need to do now is just, let's stand back a bit. Yeah, there we go, so we don't get the effect. And then right-click him with the apple. There we go. So he's now transferring. I think it takes about 4 minutes for that to happen. So again, I'll do a little cut here, and we'll see what the trades are like when we come back, and this guy is cured. Alrighty, guys. Well, we've got our librarian back. It did look like he changed to just a normal zombie villager just before he changed to the librarian. So let's see if the trade's different. It doesn't look like it is. Oh, actually, yeah, blast protection, I believe that is different. But this is obviously as low as we're going to get him for the trades. Unfortunately, not the best villager, right? And that's because, as I say, I did not lock him in down there. I can lock him in with the rest, though, so that's good. And also, there are ways that we can kill the villager if we need to do that, and sort of get rid of them. So perhaps this guy's time here, perhaps his days here are numbered. But for you guys doing this at home, you now know how this system works. And that's really what's important. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of stuff off camera right now. I've got some building work to do and that sort of thing. And hopefully when I come back, this will be looking a little bit better than it is right now and be a bit more complete. So, yeah, let me go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back and take a look at this thing. So, as I said, guys, I really wasn't happy with the trades that villager gave us. So, he's in the boat here, and we're taking him to the village. We're going to get rid of him, I'm afraid. There's the village. We're going to go put him over here. I don't want to kill him. He can go over here and make some friends with the guys. But we're going to get this villager hall exactly how we want it. And to do that, it requires me doing a better job when I first get those villagers into that little place where we choose their profession. I need to lock those professions in if I, when I get a good one. So yeah, we're just gonna just get rid of the boat here. Come on, there you go. And yeah, he's happy. He's trying to swim home. No, he knows he can't make it. He knows that's too far, and he's coming here. And my mob sounds are off, which is why I didn't hear that. I'm getting out of here. I just thought I'd mention that. So we're gonna go and again, I'll probably do this off cam, but I'll get some better trades and stuff. And yeah, we'll fix this up and make it a little bit better than how we have it right now. So I accidentally sent a baby villager along this system, and they don't get stuck in there because they're babies. And now he's jumping all over my bed. He's causing me problems. Get off my bed, dude. Yeah, I got to deal with this guy as well now. So annoying. Good baby village. Yeah, they can get in the boats. There he is. Look at that. He's still a little tiny in the back there. Yeah, he's going off to meet the last guy. We're depositing them at this island. He's enjoying the ride though. Look at him. It's kind of cute. All right. Well, yeah. So lesson learned, guys. Don't put baby villagers in the system. It doesn't work very well at all. Man, I am so lucky to have a village this close to my base. I can just go drop these guys off here. It's almost like dropping them at the fire station. It's sort of a bit savage, especially a baby one. But there we go. Look at that. He's trying to swim home as well. He's thinking along the same lines as his dad, but he'll soon realise that that's just too far. Look at him. He's sort of sadly watching the sunset, and he's like, "You're leaving me here? Sorry, dude, but I am. You can go play up there with the other guys." Anyway, we're going to go back. And I'm going to try not to mess up anymore. I feel like I've messed up enough in this episode already. In my defense, I'm kind of unwell. So you might even be able to hear that in my voice. I'm not sure if that's coming through. But yeah, bad times, guys. So you guys remember last episode, we got a mending villager into the blacksmith that we built here. A little tip for you guys, if you're going to do that, don't use a wooden front door because zombies can break it down. As you can see here, the door is broken down. They can step on this pressure plate too, and they can kill the villager, who is no longer with us. He's gone. There's no trace of him. Can only assume what must have happened. I feel somewhat responsible for that, I'm not going to lie. So, yeah, what we're going to need to do is get a new mending villager in here, and I do feel bad. I really do. Yeah, so use an iron door, guys. Just, don't have this happen to you. Alrighty, guys. Well, this system is now just about full. The only spare spot is right here, because I had a mending villager in here, and we managed to move him over that way. What I wanted to do, actually, I'll just go around here. I think we can see... There we go, there's Ryan. So Ryan, I told you you'd be in here as well. You and Famke are forever under there. So that's what's happening there. You can see here I've got a couple of villagers that are currently being healed. And some I've already healed as well. And you can see their trades have gone way down. So it's now only 18. You know what? The zombie noises are getting a little bit annoying. Just going to turn this off for a second. But we're looking at 18 paper for an emerald, and just 1 emerald for an infinity book right now, and then a few of the others as well that I've done here have come way down. Like it was 60, it's now 35. Eventually what I want is 1 emerald for each of the books that we want, and 1 paper for each emerald as well, and then we're going to just have tons and tons of emeralds. This guy, honestly, he doesn't really have any good trades. This Nautilus shell, I was kind of tempted, but we're going to set up an AFK fish farm at some point, so probably no real need for that. These are all the enchants I have, so this gap here is where the mending was. That is going to be Thorns 3 eventually. It's going to take me a long time to get that with a villager, so this will be an ongoing project. But once it's full, we could actually look to take all this stuff down. All the stuff on the top here that loads the villagers and that sort of thing. Once they're loaded and we have all the trades we want, we can actually get rid of them and then maybe build the building a little bit differently. So that's why I'm going to avoid doing that until the thing's complete once we've got all the Thorns 3 villagers. But we've got all of these here. You can see it's got some really, really good enchants here and all of these as well. So these are all the sort of core types of books that I actually want and actually use often in the game. There's going to be other sort of areas of villagers that we're going to have. So we're going to have this village, as I mentioned. So this has now been changed to an iron door, so the zombies cannot get in here and kill this guy again, because that was a real pain. You'll see here we're looking at 1 emerald for the mending book. This guy I'm not worried about getting emeralds from, which is why it didn't matter that he was a bookshelf trade. I was just happy to have mending for just 1 emerald each time. Obviously that's a really, really good trade. So we're going to have little areas like this for other types of things as well. Like I want a little fishing village area for all the fish rod enchants. We want like an area as well for like maybe a crossbow, like an archery range I was thinking, for the crossbow enchants and that type of thing. So these are the core ones, and where we're going to sort of go to get emeralds, and then there'll be little areas around the island where we do some other things as well. So yeah, if you guys are looking to build this yourself, I say there's a tutorial down in the description that goes through it much better than I do here today, because it's not really what the purpose of this video was. So you can click on that to see that. One final thing to talk about is this monorail sort of system we got here. I do want this to be kind of a permanent thing from the villager breeder. I'll just get up here so we can see it. Because obviously over there we're going to get all our villagers bred that we use throughout our world. So basically I want this to be a permanent system that goes off to different places on our island. But I'm thinking once we have that all in place and we get rid of the need for having villagers coming into that system, we'll probably change it around a bit. So this is going to be another ongoing project that I do. I do like to have a few things that are sort of ongoing in the world that I just work on as and when, because it's always good when you've got a bit of time to kill to get on with that. And at least the system for now is functional and we can actually get our books and things from it. So that's going to be about all for today's episode, guys. So as always, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please do consider liking and subscribing. It really is greatly appreciated. But for this one, that's about it. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.